Thanks for tuning in to Unbreakable with Chris Chamasairos. I talk about politics, sports, and entertainment to keep you well rounded. What's going on around the world? If you don't like hearing the truth, definitely don't tune into this channel. So let's get started today. So, the Liver King has been arrested for terrorism and probably attempted murder. He wanted to off Joe Rogan, he wanted to unalive him. For some reason, the Liver King is blaming Joe Rogan for all of his downfalls in life. And he should be blaming himself because his niche was one giant lie. He wanted you to believe that he looked the way that he did because he ate raw liver, which is it's just complete nonsense. I'm not just saying this because he got arrested or what he's doing with Rogan. From the beginning, from the jump, I thought it was a stupid niche. Obviously, he's not telling the truth. I mean, look at this man. Let's look at the mugshot. Yeah, that looks like a normal guy. For all the steroids that a lot of these guys do, he's not even really that old. And a lot of these guys, I think that steroids makes them look better, and it doesn't. It makes you look older. It makes you look worse. You should do your best to live a natural life and do things the natural, right way. Of course, I want to look like I did when I was 20, but I know that's not going to happen. So I'm just going to make the best of what I got, and that's what a lot of these guys need to do. You're going to age. You're going to have to deal with it. You should just make the best of it, and that's it. And you start playing with hormones and doing all that other garbage, you could just take regular medication and it could throw your whole system into a loop and make you look absolutely terrible. But I noticed one thing with all these juice heads, like, first of all, their bodies don't look natural. That's number one. And then you look at their skin and you look at how they look, it makes them look older than what they are. He looks absolutely terrible. And I'm sure he's on other things other than steroids. Stop blaming other people for your lies. It's comical and pathetic and sad at the same time that he wants to blame Joe Rogan for the lies that he told. Like, this is what you do. This is why if you make a channel, you should always be honest, because then you can sleep at night. You got nothing to worry about. You're not hiding anything. You're not playing I'm not playing a character. If you saw me in, first of all, the only thing that I'm playing is this. In real life, I don't like to talk that much. Like, I don't talk. But you can't do that when you have a YouTube channel. You're getting paid to talk. So you probably think, oh, this guy, he probably loves to talk all the time. He has a big mouth and this and that. If I don't know you, or even if I know you, I don't really talk a lot. And if you want my opinion on something, if you ask me, I'll tell you. But I'm not just going to go in public and start talking to people. That's not how I operate. So I guess that could be like one of the biggest misconceptions about me, since I have a YouTube channel, which is completely understandable. Here's the actual footage of Liver King getting put in the car. I didn't know cops were allowed to wear skinny jeans. That's interesting. I'm sure. I mean, who knows? I don't know, but got my own problems. Here's a better video of Liver King getting arrested, lunatic that he is. He looks like a homeless man that crawled out of a dumpster. I mean, I hear he still got millions of dollars, so I don't understand what he's so like. Why are you bad?
I wouldn't take that away.
It's not really that good of a video. Look at this man's face. Oh god. Woo! Nut job. Let me throw the headphones on for this one. I didn't see this one or hear it.
Starts today. I don't even know what day it is, but it's starting, and I'm not gonna go to sleep. And I am gonna sleep. I'm gonna rest, but right now I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna fight for my family, for what's right, and I'm not gonna stop. And I'm gonna fight until oh, there's a cockroach. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Yeah. Oh, there you little cockroach friend. Yeah. Oh, my friend. Do y'all see him? Yeah. Oh, come here, little cockroach.
What are you fighting besides cockroaches? You're fighting your own lies because you're mad because you got caught lying and now you're fighting for your family. I hear his wife is leaving him. She's leaving. You know why? Because the money's running out. So she's leaving. It was an act. Your marriage was an act, just like your act. You need to get the f over yourself. Get a grip, dude. Seriously, get a grip. Blame Rogan. Now he wants you to believe that this is all natural. Now I'm not saying you can't be big or jacked and not be natural. That's not what I'm saying, but that is not a natural build. And it's so apparent that it isn't natural. And then you're mad at Rogan. Be mad at yourself. There's a guy like that around here. You know, he's juiced out of his gourd for the last 100 years. And anytime he sees anybody working out or doing some real work like pull-ups in the park or dips or running, you know, according to him, everybody's on steroids. No, you're on steroids. Some of us don't take it that far. I put in my work for the day, and guess what? I do my best, and try to eat my best, and whatever happens, happens. I can't play God and go back and make myself look like I did when I was 20. If you saw me when I was 20, you probably assume I was on steroids, and I wasn't. That's how. Like you guys need to get over it. You're gonna get older. Your body's not gonna be the same, and that's it. That's just how it goes. That's life. Welcome to life. That's why they say life isn't fair. Of course, I want to look like I did when I was 20, but I can tell you right now, it's never gonna happen. Let's see what this idiot has to say.
Man to man, I'm picking a fight with you.
All right, I can't really hear it. Am I surprised that he's a mess? No, I'm really not. I'm just trying to show you the picture. I love all these juice boys. They always want to get everybody involved in their drama or their steroids, or like everybody's got to be on roids because I'm on roids. No, not everybody wants to do steroids. Some people just want to be healthy, lead a good life, are happy what God gave them. They don't need to, have 20-inch biceps. Like all of these juice heads have mental disorders. They all have mental problems. It's like they're in the Mean Girls Club. Michael Hearn that guy's a psycho. Michael Hearn is a psychopath. He's funny. He's harmless. And I'll give him credit for one thing. He stuck to what he's loved for so long. I've never seen the guy out of shape. But let's be serious, Mike. You're juiced out of your gourd. You're like on 30 different steroids a month. Like it's so ridiculous. They're all psychos. All these guys that take it like this, there's something wrong with all these guys. He's not the only one.
You know about Barbarian? It's a modern day rite of passage. It's weaponizes our young men with principles to strive to become.
What principles does he have besides needles, roids, and lies? I mean, look at this guy. Why, are you really serious giving people advice? Have you looked in the mirror?
Something greater, more. Barbarian's a thing. Barbarian Foundation. You should learn about it. Super Barbarian is a thing too. It's really, really, really hard. And then after that, it's called Hell on Earth. 1,000 bloody knuckle push-ups from sunrise.
All these alpha males, right? 1,000 knuckle push-ups till you bleed and all this kind of. Listen, I haven't lifted weights in like 15 years. All I do is push-ups on the bars, especially since I broke my finger. I need the bars, dips and pull-ups. You know how hard it is to do 1,000 good push-ups a day? It's not that simple if you got other things to do. Like if I have to do cardio and I have to do boxing or Muay Thai or whatever, and then I have to get the push-ups in. I don't want to do 1,000 push-ups. I'll just do 5 sets of push-ups 5 days a week and do as many as I can. And each of those sets, rest for a minute, do it, and that's it. Like they just come up, they're so obsessive and they still look like complete shit. Like none of Michael Hearn, yeah, he looks like bodybuilder, like magazine type of guy, but that's not like a normal build. That's good for a magazine. The lip injections, the face implants, the nose jobs, like yeah, that's good if you want to be on muscular development. I mean, none of them really look good. Show me one of these juice guys that you say to yourself, like, oh, I really want to be built like him. None of them. I mean, I see Muay Thai fighters. I'm like, man, I would die to be that slim again or have that type of build. It's a natural, athletic look and build.
To sunset on only hard surfaces, and your 3 points of contact is the face, the
Oh, God.
chest, I think the belly,
And then they come up like all these juice heads too, and you'll see this with fake martial artists a lot. They come up with all these striking points, like, yeah, if I just touch you here, it's this word you never heard of, and your body will just turn off, and you'll just be on the floor annihilated. They all come up with this
Yeah,
garbage.
the belly around there have to touch. And if the knees touch, that rep doesn't count. 1,000 of those takes a
Right.
long time to build. To be able to do it, it's awesome. You should definitely not do it until you're ready, and which point will be the gift. After that is Apocalypto. I'm returning back from Apocalypto. I didn't know what it was until just, and I'm going on the Kyle Kingsbury podcast. I
That ought
should
to
say
be
that
interesting.
different. I asked Kyle if I could go on his podcast, and he was awesome enough to say, "Yeah, come on to the podcast." Kyle Kingsbury, I think he's awesome. What's his last name? Yeah, kind of makes sense.
Can somebody explain the tree branches in the hair? Does this make him more primal?
It won't be edited like everything else. The movie wasn't the truth. My family has received
Maybe a squirrel jumped on his face or a raccoon and bit him and gave him rabies, and this explains everything. This behavior.
everywhere in the world, anywhere that they go. Anyone who's seen the movie, they've received my family with a lesser version of what their truth actually is, and they don't deserve that. I hope to be able to share more. Tomorrow, Kyle Kingsbury. Do I look ready? Liver is still king. The name never mattered. That was the ego. The message matters. There's 12 ancestral tenets. Sleep, eat, move, shield, connect, cold, sun, fight, bond, adventure, spirit. It's the 12th. There's 12 of them. Demarcation points on a clock. I call it king time. That's not because it's my time. It's the Almighty with a capital G, his kingdom. Bridging the gap.
Don't you love when all these crazies talk about God and you're like, okay, well, what page of the Bible did you get that off? And they're like, no, he told me that. He told me. Okay, sure.
Delta to perfect. You know that feeling, right? Oh, it is perfect. Did we say, oh, it's perfect. There's a step above that when you deliver beyond perfect. It's exceptional. It's exquisite, elegant. It's king time, divine time. 12 principles around a circle. Thank you, God. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Sword, for right now. Thank you, Kyle, for inviting me on to talk about the truth, to elucidate the truth, and remind me to not say the three entities that are evil as fuck that thought you could make money by trying to destroy, by doing things that weren't true. Remind me to not say their names.
Oh, you mean like your whole stick that you were doing or shtick, whatever, was your whole life is a complete lie? You mean like that lie?
Because they don't deserve any of that. I guess this message is going to thank you, God. Thank you for nothing in the past, nothing in the future. Thank you for right now. And to you, God.
You're thanking God, but you're on your way to you know what, Rogan. Like, make it make sense, please.
Apocalypto happened. And I'm going to be able to share tomorrow with you. And I'm sure you have a lot going on. Thank you for honoring my time with you tomorrow.
All right, bro. You need to do something with that face for real. Liver King's real name is Brian Michael Johnson, age 47, Austin Police Department. He's in the Travis County Jail. Class B misdemeanor, terroristic threat, cause fear or imminent danger. They're gonna send them to some facility for rehab. That's what they're gonna do. We're gonna get into this video. So now he's challenging Joe Rogan to a BJJ fight or tournament or whatever. I have this happen to me sometimes where guys are like, "Yeah, I don't care about that Muay Thai. You know what? Yeah, it won't work." Yeah, until you clinch with them, and you drop a couple of knees in their sternum, and then their whole attitude changes. I love when guys are like, they tell jujitsu guys like, "Yeah, go ahead, effing choke me out. It doesn't mean anything. I could take it." Yeah, okay. Right. Sure. Sure. Yeah, all the tough guys that are untrained, especially the juice heads, they all say this type of garbage until reality hits and Joe Rogan has you like in some type of, anaconda choke or something and you feel like your life is about to end. So let's listen to what Liver we should call him the delusional king. That should be his new nickname, the delusional king.
Okay, real quick. P.S. What I'm hoping is that you, Joe Rogan, are thinking, I'm going to choke that motherfucker out, lights out. I'm going to choke him out. And I kind of hope that if you win, that's how it happens because, like, to wake up from that dream, that's a good feeling. And then anything else that you could
Hold
break
on.
on.
I gotta analyze this. So he's saying if Joe Rogan choked him out and then he woke up from that dream, it would be a good feeling. It would be the worst feeling you've ever had in your life, especially if Rogan just walked away and left you there and you choked on your tongue. The steroids make these guys just super delusional. I always mind my own business, but I can't tell you how many times I've had issues with these types of guys with the roids because it really makes them delusional.
On me. Break it on me. I hope that you won't feel me tap. That's never happening, tapping, because
Yeah.
I have something actually to fight for.
They all say this too. I would never tap. I'll never tap. Khabib got Connor in a chokehold and he like tapped it less than 20 seconds because why take the damage, right? Everybody's like, oh, Connor's supposed to. No, he's not. He just knows that at a certain point, it's not worth taking the damage because he can't get out of it because Khabib has a certain type of strength from grappling all the time. So why take more damage? Live to fight another day. And if you watch that fight, I don't want to get too far off the subject. Connor did a great job in his wrestling when he had to deal with Khabib. He lasted a few rounds before he finally tapped out. Yeah, I like to see all these steroid warriors get in there with Khabib and see how long they would last wrestling him and doing jujitsu. Because I know one thing, it probably wouldn't last longer than 30 seconds. People have no clue what they're talking about, like zero.
Actually, that's my family. I have a principle to fight
Here we
for.
go.
That's what
I'm fighting for my family, so I'll take on a 10th degree black belt who's a black belt in Taekwondo and knows Muay Thai, but my steroids and who I'm fighting for will make me beat you. This is exactly why he needs to be in a mental institution.
oh, well, what if he actually does what he's saying? What if that would be interesting? That would be interesting. What do you have to fight for? You're fighting. I hope you're mad. You should choke me out. You know how to do that. Or you're trained. You're trained. You got a black belt. Black belt in jiu-jitsu. I hope you choke me out. And if you don't choke me out, these other limbs will be interesting. Should be very interesting. That's the PS. I already thought about my game plan. I don't have a plan. I'm not going to train. I'm not going to train.
I love these type. I love tough guys. Nothing makes me happier than when a tough guy wants to do the dance. I love tough guys, especially untrained tough guys. Those are my favorite.
But I hope you've been training, and I'm ready whenever you're ready. If it's tomorrow, that will be great. Let's do it as soon as possible. If it's not tomorrow, then just whenever you're ready. Yeah. This
Yeah.
is actually happening. And just remember on the backside,
No, it's happening in your mind, loser.
this is good. It's fun. It'll be fun. It'll be like, there's real tension, real fight, no, shame on you, bro. Shame on you. I'm going to make you pay. I am going to actually make you pay. And what you pay will be donated to Good and True. So that's how barbarians bleed. The message.
Barbarians didn't need to take juice and every drug on the planet. They lived primal, unlike you. What you do is not primal. What you do is, you know, soy boy. What you do is weekend warrior club guy in the club with his shirt off, dancing around like a clown. What you do is not primal. Taking steroids is not primal. Listen, Liver King needs to take responsibility. You created this atmosphere with all your lies. You got caught up in your lies. It's on you. Take responsibility. Stop blaming Rogan. Stop being a loser. Just come clean. Admit what you did. You take steroids, you lied. No big deal. Life goes on and nobody will care. You just keep making it worse. And I'm sure he only did this too because he wanted to go viral. Like, this is what type of losers you're dealing with. They're so desperate for attention that they will literally get arrested so they can go viral again. Like, listen, if my YouTube account was deactivated for life and I'll just go get a job. Oh, let me get arrested so I can go viral again. You're weak. There's nothing primal about that. There's nothing primal about him. Like, move on. You got caught lying, whatever. It is what it is. That's it. It's absolutely comical that you're blaming Joe Rogan for all your downfalls in life. I said what I had to say. Thanks for tuning in to Unbreakable with Chris Chamasiros.